This is our final exam review project, Free Speech and Security by Stella Traylor, Maddie Orland, and Sydney Martin. Constitutional basis. Let's begin with the foundation of free speech in the United States, the Constitution. The First Amendment guarantees the right to free speech. This includes not just spoken and written words, but also symbolic speech, like protests or burning a flag. It's one of the most powerful protections in our democracy. But the 14th Amendment plays an equally important role. Through a process called incorporation, the Supreme Court has ruled that the rights in the Bill of Rights, like free speech, also apply to state and local governments, not just federal government. However, free speech is not absolute. Over time, the Supreme Court has acknowledged that there are certain types of speech that can be restricted, especially when they conflict with public safety, order, or national security. Limits on free speech. Let's look at the key limits on free speech. First, we have incitement to violence. This is speech that urges people to commit immediate, unlawful acts. It is not protected if it creates a real and present danger. Next is obscenity, which refers to speech or material that lacks literacy, artistic, political, or scientific value. This is often judged by community standards. Another limit is defamation, which includes libel, written lies, and slander, spoken lies, that harm someone's reputation. Free speech does not protect knowingly spreading false and damaging information. Lastly, fighting words. These are words that by their very utterance are likely to provoke a violent reaction. These are not protected under the First Amendment either. So while we value open expression, the courts have drawn lines where speech can cause real harm. Key court cases. Now let's look at how the Supreme Court has shaped our understanding of free speech and its limits through major court decisions. First, Schneck v. United States, 1919. During World War I, Charles Schneck distributed leaflets urging men to resist the draft. The court ruled against him, introducing the clear and present danger test. If speech poses a clear and present danger, it can be restricted, especially in wartime. Then came a shift in Brandenburg v. Ohio in 1969. Here, the court created the imminent lawless action test, offering greater protection to political speech. Speech can only be restricted if it is intended to incite immediate illegal activity and is likely to do so. This case significantly strengthened free speech rights. Finally, in New York Times v. United States in 1971, often called the Pentagon Papers case, the government tried to stop the Times from publishing classified information. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of the press, saying the government had not proven the publication would cause direct harm. This decision set a high bar for prior restraint, where the government tries to censor the media before publication. Conclusion. To wrap up, free speech is a core American value, protected by the Constitution and reaffirmed by generations of court rulings. But we also recognize that national security concerns can justify some limits. This is especially true in times of war or national emergency, where the balance between liberty and safety becomes more difficult to maintain. As we've seen, the Supreme Court has played a crucial role in defining these boundaries, developing tests like clear and present danger and imminent lawless action to guide future decisions. And finally, in today's digital age, where information spreads instantly and global threats persist, the debate over how much speech should be protected is far from over. It's an evolving issue that continues to shape American democracy.